CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the chicken is here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we did it. We got back, cemented into Diamond, and we made it into rank 22. That puts us at Global 119, which is great. Still a lot of warships left, a lot of the season left, lots left, tons left on that tech tree. So if you guys haven't already, I'll give you a sec, and I appreciate it. If you hit that little button right down below, that says subscribe, so you can subscribe to the channel. What a smooth intro, chicken. And big shout out, appreciate all you guys using that code chicken in the shop. Does help to support all that good stuff. So, also, I want to give a big shout out to Heroes Evolved, who's been crushing it with the super chats. Just thank you, bro. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for the support. So, with that all being said, guys, let's get into it. So, in today's video, we're going to show you a couple different things. So, we have a new base. Now, the biggest difference on this base, I copied it from somebody in my task force, I think Palfy. Yeah, so we've got pretty much the same tech tree. He does have shock mines and troop health. We'll get into that in a sec. But this was good because I was getting smoked. Well, actually, I made it up to 22 so many times. This entire push, like with some breaks in between, took like 4 hours to get from 21 to 22. But I was determined. I knew that we could do it. Yeah. And the main thing that was holding me back on my previous base was I had the same kind of setup where the engines were, but I didn't have boom cannons over here, and they really help throw off the Super Warriors. Now you see, we were able to keep our opponents to pretty low times with this base in Diamond and getting out-teched every single time pretty much. Most of these guys were all 22, 23 that I was facing, which was super duper. A couple 20s in there and it closed out, but yeah, for the most part I was only matching 22s, which is great because now we're 22. But okay, before we get into the attack, and it's all about the attack, so stay tuned, but let's quickly go over the tech tree. So we have not started to backfill yet. Also, the multi-node we're currently running that I've switched 10,000 million times is, I was using artillery, but I think shock bomb is probably better. So we're going to run with that for right now. And yeah, so the heavy choppers and heavies, guys, definitely not needed. And lots of guys are still running with warriors, so that kind of sucks. I assume we'll need them at the end of the season, and I would say they definitely make the attacks easier, so there's that. But yeah, so today we got the building health, which it helped, but it was not a push point. It didn't really propel us forward. What I mean by that was, you know, we definitely won a little bit more than we lost, but we were more or less stuck in the same spot. Once we got to Super Warriors, that was a game changer. So let's show you some good hits before I totally screw this up live. 257, was he a 5ER? No? Okay. So, a lot of these bases, for the most part, what we want to do, 2 heavy choppers, 5 laser rangers, and then a boat of Dr. Vitamins, just to speed them along. And then we want to use Super Warriors to clear at least 2 to 3 engines. And there's a lot of different kind of base variations and layouts, but for the most part, the attack stays the same. You've got to just find where you can cut up a couple engines, at least 2, with Super Warriors, and then you're just letting everybody else fly through. For the Flotsam cannons, as long as we ice shield our laser rangers right on top of when it explodes, we don't have to flare away from them. So it can be really helpful to wait for that. Let's show a more difficult attack. 243, that was probably a rougher one. This was just a weird setup. This wasn't really meta. I actually took 3 heavy choppers here, which I did not do really at all. This whole push, which we'll see in a sec, but yeah, this was a very dicey opening. So then we go Super Warrior over there. Now, I think what I should be doing instead is Super Warrior Shock Bomb instead of trying to clear everything. Because I'm using the artillery there to take down the defense. It doesn't really work. And then we ended up going in the corner. This was just a mess of an attack now that I look at it. But Yeah, I mean, it would somehow... He really fizzled. I mean, we got a super slow time there. Alright, now let's see. This one. This is pretty common. This is more of what we'll actually face. So let's go... So this one, I didn't see Super Warriors surviving all of this, so I actually went to split it up, and it worked out really well. So I went to Heavy Chopper Laser up to right, and this is the benefit of the Heavy Choppers. You can't really do this with Warriors and Laser Rangers. They're just too fizzly, and they require too much gunboat energy to keep them alive. So instead, what I was able to do is do like 2 hits, and then instead of using the Super Warriors to take down engines, we just used them as meat shields. And it worked out really, really well. Because I think we got a good time there. I think. So anyways, let's try to do it live. We'll probably get some better matchups. But yeah, you guys let me know how you're making out down below in the comments. And every base takes a little bit of scouting, unfortunately. It's not really a drop and copy paste kind of attack. You do have to do a little bit of planning. So let's see what we get matched up with. We got a rank 23, so this should be interesting. So he's got mines, so he's got a bit of an advantage. He doesn't have a lot of single target stuff down there. We got shocks. So pretty much all we need to do is, it would be nice if we, the shock mines are going to be a problem. The shock mines are going to be a problem, but if we can keep the Flotty shocked, I believe we can get those 2 engines just by throwing Warriors right on top of them. I think Sniper Towers might screw us up there. But I think what we'll do kind of a split as here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, Dr. V. And we are going to have to crystal shield this one. And I don't care if that Heavy Chopper goes down. We don't really need him. Alright, we should still have the shield up. Okay, looking good. These guys can go over here, I'm thinking. And okay, Jim Cannon's down, that's totally fine. I just want to make sure they go to the left, not on the right. Take out the cannon. Okay, perfect. And we're going to go 1, 2, 1. And let's shock the Flotty. I was a little early on my shock. Okay. I think we're going to go like that. Alright, so that should be good. And then if we can just drone out this last one maybe. Let's throw smoke. And here. Didn't quite get the smoke where I wanted it. And the drones did absolutely nothing. That was really cool. Did I not have the drones under the smoke? That was super weird. I want to watch that back because they must have hit shock mines or something. Not that it matters. I knew I was going to lose that one. We're not going to lose a lot of stars. But I do want to see what happened there. And then we'll take a look at what he did before we sign off. But yeah, that was kind of a weird hit. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's like I said, sometimes you gotta plan for the home run. So the Warriors did pretty good. Warriors with the shock. And then what happened there? I don't know. They're still standing there. That's news to me, but it doesn't matter. So either way, that's where we're at, guys. So a great day, 22. Let me know how you guys are making out down below in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Catch you next one. Check it out. Backpack.